Welcome back. You may see me today sitting down and just making a video while I'm sitting down. Okay, so basically, what I want to teach you today is being in your heart and what this can do for you as a person and how this can impact your life and in a positive way and help you be much more in the present moment, much more joy in your life, uh, celebrating yourself, celebrating your life, where you are today, who you are, um, everything in between, everything. So no matter what stage you are in, when you are in your heart, you are fully accepting yourself, the person you are today, uh, what kind of thoughts you have, what kind of feelings you are feeling in any type of moment, the feeling you are the feeling of being in your heart at all times is the feeling that most people crave today. It's the feeling um, that people are. It's like being in your heart. You feel much more joy when you're in your heart because you are much more in the present moment. You are much more yourself instead of being projected with the mind and what the mind says in your life. So for example, one mind projection could be, oh, I am fat, kind of thing. If you say this, this kind of feeling is what's going to happen for you. You're going to feel like no one wants you, or you're going to feel negative. Uh, you're going to feel down on yourself because you are feeling this way. Okay, but when you are in your heart and when you are accepting everything about yourself, when you are talking from the heart, when you are doing things from the heart, when you are accepting everything about yourself, no matter what, if you're overweight, if you're skinny, if you're eating too much, if you're not exercising, if you're smoking, if you're doing drugs, if you're doing alcohol, if you're drinking a lot, if you're drinking every day, if you're gambling on sports, if you hurt someone, if you hit someone, you know, in these situations, what you have to do is you have to accept everything you're doing in any given time. You have to be forgiving of yourself. You have to, yes, everyone in life has hurt someone in one way or another. This goes, everyone has, but the point I'm trying to make is to not feel down about your mistakes, but to accept what you have done in your life, what kind of mistakes you've made. You made those mistakes because this was something that you had to learn from. You had to overcome that situation in your life, and you had to accept that situation, no matter what kind of wrong situation it was or how right it was. When you accept and when you live in your heart, when you speak from your heart and you're accepting, you are much more present and you are much more joyful because you accept yourself for what you have done, for who you have hurt in life, for who has hurt you, for the person you are today, for what's to come in the future, for what's happening right now, for what happened in the past. When you accept everything, you're clearing out baggage. You are no longer in negativity. You are starting to become more positive in life. You are starting to reach new levels of heights in your daily life. You are starting to vibrate on a higher level, on a higher frequency. You are starting to be more confident. You're starting to be more positive. And this all comes with accepting yourself fully and totally. You know, Sometimes, we make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes, but I want to tell you that you have solely chosen those mistakes that you took in life. That you say you hurt somebody and you're feeling really bad. Okay, you hurting someone, okay, was a step you had to take, and also feeling bad about yourself for hurting someone was something that you had to learn uh, in that moment of time after you hurt someone. Okay, and the feeling that you got from that feeling of hurting someone, and when you were feeling down on yourself, was uh, something that you had to learn to overcome in your life. And you overcome these situations, or any type of situation that's been negative in your life, I just want to tell you that you chose that, and there's no shame. There's no shame um, in what you have done, okay? Because your divine purpose in life, before you came here, what happened was you wrote out what you're going to do in life, okay? You wrote it out on a piece of paper. And this piece of paper has all the words that you ever said, that you're ever gonna say in this life, or any scenario that you've put yourself through, or anyone you've been with in life, or anywhere you've went in life. You've written it down on a paper out of this world, okay? And then you came into this world. Then your soul started to put you into these situations that you yourself have put yourself in those situations. So if you got hurt badly, it was something that you chose to feel in that moment of time. In that moment of time that you felt hurt, or that scenario, or for example, if your spouse cheated on you with another guy, it was you that chose that to happen, so that you can learn something from it, so you can see how it felt for that situation to happen. Or if your kid got suddenly hit or something by someone, and you experienced that, what I want to say that is, you chose your kid to come into this world, because it was by your actions that you chose. For example, I'm just saying, for example, you chose your kid to come into this world. Your kid chose you, and your kid has certain type of requirements that your kid has to fulfill in life, to go through and learn lessons according to his own or her own divine plan. So your kid getting hit by someone was something that your kid chose to feel in this type of life. Okay, so I just want to say that, but also I want to say that anything you do in life, whether it be if you drive somewhere, if you go somewhere, if you talk to someone, if you have friends, if you have family members, everyone does. There's certain people in your life that have chosen to be with you at a certain stage in your life, are supposed to be in your life in that moment. They're supposed to, by written contract, they're supposed to be there in your life. So all the people that have been in your life in the past, so say your exes, your boyfriends, your girlfriends, the people that you've had close relationship with, your childhood buddies, the person you got married to, this was all a part of a divine order or divine plan that you picked out for yourself. Okay, so what I want to say is that anything you do in life, whether it be get hurt, if you're negative, if you caused violence, if you are positive, if you are very fit and very healthy, if you are a bit overweight, or maybe you're very overweight, maybe you've went somewhere to a special occasion, maybe you're having dinner with your family and 50 others, maybe you're celebrating a birthday party at someone's wedding, or something, or celebrating a birthday, celebrating a christening. It could be any kind of scenario in the world. It doesn't matter. Whatever you're doing at this moment, or whatever you're or about to do in the future, it's already planned for you. Okay, so whether you're negative in the future, whether you're positive, whether you're violent, whether you have mixed emotions, maybe you're feeling you're crying in the future, maybe whatever feeling or scenario in the future that happens for you, you have personally chose that as your divine plan. Okay, you have written down what you want to experience in this life before you came here. Okay, so what I want to tell you that is whatever happens, okay, in the future or tomorrow or in the week to come, okay, is what you have chosen to do. Okay, so where I'm getting at with this is that no matter if you're positive, negative, causing violence, whatever, doing drugs, alcohol, whatever, or a heroin addict, or business, or owning the biggest business in the world, or the richest person in the world, you know. And if you're negative or positive or crying, you have chosen that. So because you have chosen that, there's no shame within that. There's no shame at all. Okay? Because you have created that. You have created that experience. Okay? So what I want to tell you is that for your experiences, when you go through life, when you experience things in life, you know, be accepting of those experiences, because that's something that you have chosen uh, to create in your life. Okay, you are going right now through a divine plan. If you're watching this video, you have chosen on your paper in an outer world to watch me teach you at this certain stage in your life. Okay, so whichever situation you are in, or whichever feelings that you are feeling in any given time, okay, any kind of feeling or any kind of scenario, any kind of conversation, everything that you say is going exactly according to plan. Okay, and you have to understand that say you wanted, for example, a relationship, but you are single, but you are so much desiring this relationship that you start getting negative of when, or you start getting impatient of when this is going to happen in your life, when you are going to get married and have kids of your own, or when you are going to meet your soulmate, or when you are going to experience something in your life that you've always wanted in your life. Okay, and I'm telling you now that whatever happens in your life, you have chosen that as your purpose in life. Whatever you're doing now is your purpose. Okay, if I go walk to the shops now in about an hour, you know, that is my sole purpose that I've chosen as a person, as an outer world person, or spirited. I've chosen that feeling of going at that certain stage of time to the servo to get something from the servo. Okay, so whatever you are experiencing in life, no matter if it's negativity, if it's depression, if it's positivity, or whatever feeling, you have to choose to accept those feelings. Okay, because if you're not accepting your divine plan, or your divine, or something that you've written down, whether you're being, even if you're being negative, if you're being negative, you know, at least you know now that you have chosen to be negative. You know, it was no one's idea but yours, that you chose to be negative, not other people. Other people cannot choose. Other people cannot choose what you want out of life. Okay, so for example, if you are having a conversation with someone over the phone, those exact words that you're saying to that person at that time is what they want to hear in that moment of time. And it's also what you have written in your divine plan about speaking those exact same words to your friend, family member, girlfriend, spouse, whatever. Okay? So these exact words that I'm speaking right now are coming from my higher self, from my divine plan, from my divine order. Okay? These exact words, this word right now, is coming from my divine plan. Okay? Of what I'm going to say in life. Okay? So, with that being said, when you start accepting things as they come, so if you going somewhere, if you're experiencing something, your feelings, a certain type of person, you know, if you start accepting everything that's happening in your life, because you have chosen it, so you have to accept it. You have to, okay? Because if you don't accept it, what's going to happen is you are accepting anyway, okay? Because you are choosing your experiences. So, whichever situation that you find yourself in life, you have chosen that experience, and then you can look at it as in a negative point of view, or you can look at it in a positive view, okay? So whatever you are choosing in life, whether it be negativity or positivity, okay, you are solely responsible for your feelings and the way you feel, okay? So if you want to learn acceptance, which will get you on the road to positivity in life, and making you feel much more happy, okay, and this might be your divine plan to be positive in life, okay? So what I want to teach you is, I've taught you in some of my videos, is doing the Gaya Mudra and accepting your feelings by saying, I am accepting my feelings. And while I'm doing the Gaya Mudra, I am accepting myself and my feelings, everything around me, the world as it is, okay? Everything is as it is. All the problems in the world is the way it is, okay? All the solutions in the world it's the way it is. If your spouse or girlfriend leaves you for another guy, it's the way it is, and you have to accept that it is what it is, okay? Because it's all going according to plan. If someone comes into your life tomorrow and starts and you have a divine connection with them, right, then you're gonna feel like tremendous, because that person is exactly everything you want in life, okay? And what I mean by this is, you're gonna come to a stage in your life where you meet the person of your dreams, the person that it was always meant for you in life, okay? And once you meet that person, right, obviously there's going to be some problems, there's going to be some things that have to be sorted out, and some things to overcome, okay? But it's going to be your exact reflection of yourself, okay? So what I'm saying right now is that in the world, you have a perfect somebody for you, all right? That is you, but it's just another half of you, okay? So for example, there is one whole soul, okay? There's one whole soul, and God, our creator, he cut this a soul in two parts. One is you and the other one is you, okay? And there's two people. There's one person that is you, and there's you as yourself. But this person is also you, and that person is also you, okay? So when these two people collide, when you see yourself in another person, in another type of person, your exact soul, you're going to see your higher self, because you got your feelings, and then the other person is there to show you your feelings as well, but in the feelings that you cannot comprehend right now, because you're only seeing yourself. So if you see another person, you are actually seeing another part of you that's even higher. So when you are with them, you're going to feel completed, because you are with your one soul. When you are together, you are seeing everything that you are, but you are not from yourself. You're seeing it in the other person of everything they are. That's you. Okay? So what I want to say about this is that no matter who you are, you have a perfect somebody in life. Okay, so if you're thinking, I'm never going to find someone in life, or if you're thinking, this person's in a relationship, or people, are all friendly, are all speaking to each other, and I'm left alone, and I feel alone, and nobody wants me, nobody cares for me, no one speaks to me, when you think like this, it's going to impact you in a negative way. You're going to start feeling lonely, you're going to start feeling depressed. And if you feel depressed and lonely, you have chosen that experience for yourself. But that is also your divine path in life. Okay? So where I'm getting at is that if you are in depression, if you are lonely, if you are feeling negative, if you are feeling like you need someone to complete you, or that you need someone to, that you need an experience of something that's going to make you happy or joyful in life, so that you can experience that, and so that you can be happy because of that, I want to teach you something, that if you accept your situation currently, if you accept, yes, maybe I am single right now, maybe I am, you know, maybe no one loves me, maybe no one loves me, but I still accept myself. I accept myself, even if someone doesn't love me, or if I'm not in a relationship, or even if I think that other people do not think that I am enough, I am accepting myself anyway, because no matter what I think or what others think, if I accept myself, all right, no matter how I think, if I think negatively or positively, I'm accepting both emotions, because when I accept that I'm negative, I can move out of negativity. Okay? When I accept that I'm positive, I can move to higher grounds in life. Okay? So if you're negative, if you're positive, if you're feeling that no one loves you, if you feel it, yes, no matter what, any type of negative thought that you have in life, make sure you accept those feelings. Okay? Because if you're not accepting, you are still going according to divine plan. Yes, but it's your choice whether you want to accept your feelings or you don't. Okay? And either way, whatever you choose, you are correct. Okay? You are correct. If you want to feel negative, that's your choice. I can't force you to think positive. I cannot. That's something your decision, that you are going to have to choose in your life, to be positive, But also, if you are negative, I still accept you even though you're negative, because I've been there. I've been there. I've been in negativity in life, But when I accept, from personal experience, when I accept anything that I say, if I swear at someone, or if I am violent, but in that moment of time, I know that I can accept these feelings that I'm feeling right now, because for whatever reason, say I was violent or something, I can in that moment of time accept what I have done. I can accept it, and then I can make a pact with the other person and say sorry, and look, I wasn't in the right space at that time. I accept what I've done. I accept you as a person. I have nothing against you. I love you. I didn't mean to hurt you. It was just the way it came out. And when you start accepting, you start focusing on the positive aspects of yourself. And you also accept the negative aspects of yourself. You are accepting your flaws. Maybe you have stretch marks. Maybe you have a bit of fat on you. And so what? Hey, that's something that I created. I created. Um, so when I accept myself fully the way I am, even though I have a little stomach, I'm still accepting. I'm accepting myself for being like this, because I've chosen in my divine path to be as I am. To have all these hairs on my legs, to have all these hairs on my head. I've chosen this as my divine plan. Okay? So when I'm accepting everything that comes, then I am actually, for myself, I am going on a divine plan to acceptance and to a higher grounds in life. Even though I have some flaws, I am accepting my flaws, because to me, personally, when I am in acceptance, I am actually doing my divine plan. Okay? And when you are in acceptance, or when you are positive or negative, or whatever feeling that you are feeling in life, or anyone that you have attracted, or any scenarios that you have encountered for yourself, have been chosen strictly by you. Okay, so you have no choice but to follow your divine plan. You have no choice because it's already automatic. It's automatic. Whatever you're doing right now is you're doing it because you're following your own divine plan and order. Okay, you watching this up to this point is your divine plan and order that you've chosen to complete for yourself. You've chosen this moment. I've chosen this moment to teach you, because I'm going toward my divine plan. I am speaking out. I am saying things that are according to my divine plan. Okay? So, whether you want to listen to me or not, you're here for a reason. Okay? And even if you choose to leave this video at this stage, that is something that you have chosen in life. That is something that you have gone through in your divine plan, because you're following your divine plan no matter what you do. If you have a car crash tomorrow, that's something that you've chosen for yourself. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that when you are accepting everything that happens, whether you are single, whether you see a relationship, or whether you feel that you need something in that moment of time, okay, I want you to look from within and start accepting. I want you to start accepting everything that you're feeling. Whether it be negativity, yes, there's going to be some negativity in your life. You cannot stop a negative moment. It's according to divine order. Okay, yes, I am going to be negative in the future. Yes, I will. It's unbreakable. Something's going to happen. Or maybe something won't happen. Maybe I'm not going to be negative in the future. But I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I do not know. Alright? But I'm accepting whatever happens in the future. Okay? Whether I'm negative or positive, for the better or for the worse. Whatever I've chosen as my divine plan is what I'm following right now. I'm following this right now. And I cannot break out from it. And I don't want to, because it's something that I've chosen as a person on earth, to experience something that I've written as a divine order, okay, as my divine plan. So there might be a situation or something that causes me to cry in the future, okay. There might be, maybe my son got married, and I start crying, maybe that's going to happen, maybe I'm going to attract that scenario. Maybe I'm going to die alone. Maybe I'll die alone. Maybe I've chosen for that. Maybe I've chosen that for myself. Maybe I haven't. Maybe someone comes into my life and changes my life. Maybe. I cannot predict the future. What's going to happen. I can attract what I want in the future. I can attract what I want, and then I can see in the future what I want, I can write statements like I am going to be married in the future. So then I already know that I'm going to be married in the future, and I'm going to accept that. But what goes with a marriage, right? All the problems, all the solving, all the communication, all the whatever happens in marriage or with a family of 4 kids, that's something that you are going to have to accept, right? You can't just have a family and then kill your own family. But you can also do that. It's just the way that what you've wrote in your divine order, the way you wanted things to be. So no matter what you choose, see, for example, me, I am always choosing to be positive in life. I am always choosing to be positive, no matter if I'm negative or positive. Sometimes I might be negative, but after an hour, I start thinking, hey, I was such a sook. Because I just cried about something, about whatever, something that my mind projected me to be negative in that moment because I had a thought, a reasoning behind it, you know. But that was something I chose to experience. I chose to experience that negative moment. I chose to experience it. I chose that moment in time where I was being negative and I thought something and I learned from it. I learned from it, you know. I learned that I am the creator of my experience, you know. I am, whatever I do, whatever I say, I am going according to my divine plan, okay? So whatever happens in life, whatever I've written, I only know what I'm doing in this moment, right? At this moment of how I feel, all the feelings, everything, all the communication, everything, all the scenarios with other people, I've already written it down according to my divine plan of everything, of all the conversations I'm having in life with other people is already written. My story of when I die, when I'm born to when I die has been written. Everything as one timeline. And now I am following, my spirit is guiding me towards my divine plan. So I cannot go wrong. I cannot go wrong. Okay? Because my life has been planned already of everything I am going to be experiencing and what I've been experiencing already. Okay? And what I've experienced. Okay? I've experienced that for a reason. And the reason is that I've written it down already, what I've chosen to experience. Okay? So there's no shame in what you want to experience in life. Okay? If you want to read 50,000 books, or just, I'm saying like that, but if you want to read as much as you want, if you read 100 books for the next year, that's something that you've chose in your divine plan, So everything you do is for a reason, and the reason is that you have chosen that before you came to this world. Before you came to this world, you chose your experiences. You chose to watch me right now. You chose to live in the house you live. You chose your kids. Your kids chose you, but you have chosen to live with your kids. Okay, you have chosen to bring up your kids, to make them love you, and so you love them, and so you have a family. You've chosen to have a family, and whoever's in your life, whoever you speak to, whoever has been in your life, has gone according to your divine plan. Okay, so even if your ex, or if a person you had a fight with someone, and they're no longer in your life, they're no longer in your life because that is what you have written down in your divine order for them to leave. At that situation, because something new in the future is going to come for you as a person in this world, because you've written down something that's going to come at a later time. That's why someone has left at a certain time in your life that you no longer talk to, because it's going according to plan. Everything in your life is going according to plan, no matter what happens. All right. If you kill someone tomorrow by accident, that's what you have chosen to do ahead of time before you came into this world. Honest, whatever happens is something that you have chosen to experience in life. Okay, so there's no wrong or right. Okay, whatever happens is going according to plan, and if it goes according to plan, it's your divine order. It's something that is in life. Okay, it's something that you must fulfill in life. What I mean is, if it's going when it's going according to plan, whatever you do, if you think it's right or wrong, it's according to your plan. Okay, and no matter what you are thinking in any time or feeling, is what you're supposed to be feeling in that given time, and what you're supposed to be thinking in that given time, and what you're supposed to be doing in that space of time. Okay, so if you are going to a festival in 2 months' time and you actually go to it, you know, that's according to your divine plan that you've written down that you are going to that festival. Okay, so no matter what happens, you can create your future. Okay, and no matter what you write down in for your future, if you want to get married, if you want to go somewhere, if you want to experience something, if you want to attract a soulmate, if you want to attract friends, if you want to attract group, you can. You can write that down, right? You can say, I am with a group of friends who are very close and are with me in my stages of life at a later date, and then later on, that's going to manifest in your life because you've written it down, okay? And that's because you've written it down, you are actually going toward your divine plan anyway, okay? So no matter what you are learning, or what you have learned, or what has happened, or what is going to happen, or what is happening now, is all going to according to plan. All right. So that's what I just wanted to explain. That at this moment, everyone, when someone accepts everything that is happening, you're much more fulfilled. You're much more joyful because you're accepting everything that you've chosen to create for yourself. If you have a negative moment, I could be crying. I'm still accepting. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I cried. Who cares? I accepted it. I accepted it. I accepted my crying. You know, some people think it's weak to cry. To cry, it's not weak to cry at all. Because crying is actually a feeling. It's a feeling that's incorporated in us. All right, and so to cry is okay. It's something to let go. Some of the feelings that you're experiencing, to let go of that and to accept that you just cried, and you just hey, doesn't matter if you cried, you cried. Hey, and that's what you chose, and accept what you chose for yourself. That's all I'm saying. Whether for the worse or for the best. All right? If you're having the worst experience in the world, or if you're having the best experience in the world, whatever you choose to do in any given of time is what you have chosen. All right? And when you accept what you choose in life, what you have chosen for yourself, is when things can lift off for you, and you'll still be going onto divine plan. Okay? So no matter what you choose, if you choose to be negative all your life for the next 50 years, that's something that you chose in life. Okay? That's something you're experiencing in life. To be negative for 50 years. If that's what you wanted to experience. Or be positive for the next 80 years. Yeah? So whatever you do, for myself, I accept every moment. I accept every moment because I'm accepting my divine order. I accept everything that's coming into my life, and everything that's been in my life, and everything that's happening right now. I accept it fully because that's something that I've chosen before I came to this life, before I came to this earth. Okay? I know this for a fact. I know this for a fact because my higher self tells me that this is true. Okay? I know for a fact. And I know for a fact that when I'm accepting the things that is coming into my life, and what's happened, and what's happening in the future, and what's going to happen, and what's happening right now, I feel much more better about myself. I accept myself fully. I'm whole and complete. I love myself. I'm living in my heart. I accept my mind. I accept everything about myself, all my flaws, all my mistakes, all the wrong I've done, all the right I've done, everything. Everything. I accept everything and everyone. I accept everyone and everything, and who I speak to and who I don't. I accept them all. I'm accepting, and when I'm accepting, I am positive. I'm striving forward. I am going towards my goals. I'm heading in my divine plan and order. So I can't make you accept, but you can experience it for yourself if that's what you want. So If you want to experience a life of positivity in your life, where you are accepting all the scenarios, where you are accepting all the thoughts about yourself, everything that's happening in your life, um, everything that's happened, for the worse or for the better, you feel much more better about yourself because you are accepting what is. You are accepting what happened and what went according to your divine plan. Okay, you may not understand it right now, or what's happening in your life. You may not understand. Maybe you do. Okay, maybe you do. And even if you don't understand, you are still going according to divine plan. Okay, no matter what you do, you are gonna fulfill your divine order. Okay, you're doing it right now. I am doing it right now. You know, no matter what I say or experience, everything, all my words are coming from my divine order. Okay, everything that I've experienced, felt, what I'm experiencing right now, is everything as being written down according to how I'm going to feel right now, how I felt in the past, how I felt in the future at any given time, or who I spoke to, who has been in my life, who I've seen in my life, has all been written down before I came to this world. Okay, so that's all I wanted to tell you, is that when you start accepting everything that's happening into your world, then you are going to be positive. Okay, but that's a decision that you are going to make for yourself. Okay, obviously, yes, I want to tell you, be positive. I want to tell you, as a personal development coach, that it's better to be positive than negative. But whatever you choose is the right decision for you. Okay, because you are going on a divine plan, on your divine plan. Okay, so I'm probably someone in this world that's speaking out to you to inform you that you are following your divine order right now, whether you like it or not. You are here for a reason. You are here to fulfill whatever you have written down before you came into this life. Okay, and what I'm trying to say is that when you are accepting and you are being positive, you are just gonna be much more happy. And if that's a decision that you want to be happy in life, that is totally yours, because that is according to your divine plan. So what I want to explain to you right now is, if you want to be happy in life, you do the Gaya Mudra, and I want you to practice 3 months. 3 months. Just accepting everything that's happening, everything you're seeing, everything you're feeling, everywhere you're going. You're accepting everything that you see, feel, smell, whatever. You accept everything about yourself, about others, how others treat you. Accept it, because that's been written down in your divine plan. Okay? And if you choose not to, you are still going towards your divine plan. You cannot miss it. You cannot overtake your divine plan. You cannot. It's something that you must be going through. Alright? It's already built within you to fulfill this purpose in life. Okay? So, every time you do the Gaya Mudra, you say, I am accepting myself and others. Okay? So, while you are doing the Gaya Mudra, you're accepting everything. I am accepting everything when I do the Gaya Mudra. I accept everything, because this is my divine plan. When I accept everything, hey, I'm much more happy, I'm much more fulfilled, and that's some kind of feelings that I wanted to express into the world. I wanted to teach all this in this world. So when I'm accepting, I'm much more free. I'm much more accepting of others. I'm not in a negative state. I'm much more positive. I'm much more inspiring. I love myself. I love others. And it's my divine plan. And it can also be your divine plan if you choose it. All right. And if you choose it, it's actually your divine plan too. When you're accepting others, all the time, for the better or for the worse. And that's all I wanted to teach you for this session. I hope you have enjoyed. I hope you've learned something. I hope Be positive in life. It's always better to be positive than negative, but whatever your divine plan is what you have chosen to do in your life, and there's no shame in what you have chosen because you have chosen it. You have chosen it, and the only thing is that is left is to follow your divine plan, okay? For the better or for the worse. All right. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you back and enjoy your day. Goodbye and thank you.